Catholic Podcast is an all-inclusive understanding of Catholic faith and spirituality. This podcast is to promote universal peace and harmony in the world, to end this ruthless war in the name of God, universal acceptance of each other as brothers and sisters of the same family called human race, birthplace Earth, race human, politics, freedom religion, love. The meaning of the word Catholic is universal. So when we're able to connect with each other from a universal perspective is when we become truly Catholic. Welcome to OMG Catholic.
Welcome to my podcast, OMG Catholic, where we promote universal love, universal peace, and universal harmony. There are 2.38 billion Christians in this world who are practicing 45,000 denominations. I welcome you all to OMG Catholic. There are 1.91 billion Muslims in this world who are practicing Sunni or Shia or its sub-variant forms of Islam. I welcome you all to OMG Catholic. There are 1.16 billion Hindus who are practicing numerous forms of Hinduism. I welcome you all to OMG Catholic. There are 507 million Buddhists who are either practicing Hinayana or Mahayana or Theravada forms of Buddhism. I welcome you all to OMG Catholic. There are 61 million other religions like Sikhism, Jainism, Druze, etc., etc. I welcome you all to OMG Catholic. There are 430 million folk religion like Confucianism, like Bon, Chinese folks, Rastafari. I welcome you all to OMG Catholic. There are 14.6 million Jews who are practicing conservative, orthodox, or reform form of Judaism. I welcome you all to OMG Catholic. There are 1.19 billion who have nothing to do with any religion whatsoever. I welcome you all to OMG Catholic. There are 442,000 religions in this world. There are 42,000 religions in this world practiced by all of us as humanity. I welcome you all to OMG Catholic. There are 8 billion people in this world. I welcome you all to OMG Catholic. A friend of mine saw the script I was preparing. So he came up with this recommendation. He said, Morrison, it looks like you are giving a welcome speech for some UN or some international summit. Why don't you make it short and say, any Tom, Dick, and Harry are welcome to OMG Catholic? I said, okay. If you feel the same way, you are welcome to OMG Catholic. Now, a little bit about myself. As I said, I am your host, Father Morrison. I have been a priest for over 37 years now. I have been fortunate enough to work as a missionary priest. Then I was responsible for a large parish, over 10,000 people, as their pastor. Then I was asked to manage numerous schools as manager of schools. Followed by that, I was teaching in a university, a major seminary, where I was helping young men to become future priests. Followed by that, I was fortunate enough to be an US Army chaplain, dealing with Army life, soldiers, their families, officers and their families, and the stress of Army life and how to cope and live with it. After that, I worked in hospitals. Then as a VA hospital chaplain, dealing with sickness, death, dying, grief. After that, I worked as a staff chaplain for the Bureau of Federal Prison System. I have met many colorful characters. I learned a lot from them. These and many other life lessons that I have learned and have been fortunate to have, I will be sharing through this podcast. And we will learn how we can experience universal love, universal peace, and universal harmony in our life.
You're listening to OMG Catholic Podcast, promoting universal peace and harmony.
Welcome back to OMG Catholic. War has been always part of human history. There was war even before human history probably began. There is war and there will be war. This is a reality. An element of this war, even though fundamentally most wars were fought for territorial rights, religion or religious leaders have always played a part in it, at times provoking, fueling, and encouraging wars. There have been numerous religious wars fought in human history. Wars like Crusaders, wars of many other major wars. Now let us come back to recent wars. Wars between Israel and Palestine. Jews who are Israel and Muslims who are Palestinians. Or let us go to India and Pakistan. Hindus of India versus Muslims of Pakistan. Or let us go to former Yugoslavia. The Serbs, Orthodox Christians, Croats who are Catholics, and Bosniaks who are Muslims. Let us go to Ireland. Numerous wars were fought between Protestant part of the Ireland versus Catholic part of the Ireland. Even in these current times, if you have been paying attention to the wars in Yemen, the Houthis, who are Shiites, and Saudis, who are Sunnis. Let us come back to the current tension in Ukrainian war. The Russian Orthodox religious leader versus the Kiev Orthodox religious leader. The Russian religious leader wants to support and defend an unjust war, an unjust ambition of a secular political leader versus the Ukrainians. Now, please, after listening to this podcast, don't go and attack the Russian Orthodox churches or Russian businesses or Russian people or any of the examples I used, Muslims or Christians or Catholics or Protestants or Buddhists or whatever that case may be. Vast majority of human beings are just like you and I, trying to live a peaceful, happy human life. So, here is an example of Orthodox religion. There is no difference between the faith and the understanding of God or theology. It is one and the same people. Racially, they are the same people. Russia and Ukrainians are the same folks. So, what is the reason for this war? Why is this war fought? That's where when we realize a small minority of human beings, not vast majority, not even 99% of the people, but a percentage of the people in this world who are either religious leaders or secular leaders, and their ambition Who dies? Who pays for it? Innocent, ordinary human beings, being brainwashed to believe my country is greater than the other country. My religion is greater than the other religion. My people are greater than the other people. In OMG Catholic, we will explain, I will explain it to you, how to understand what is truly divine. Just because a religious leader got a title or a biggest crown on his head does not make him or her the authority of the divine. The true quality of the divine is seen and experienced. If this religion or if this religious leader is promoting universal love, universal peace, and universal harmony, because God is love, God is peace, God is harmony. Anything and everything that is done just the opposite is not coming from the divine, but the other side. Through OMG podcast, you will learn how to distinguish between what is truly divine. Because the foundation of OMG Catholic is love of God and love of neighbor. Love of God and love of neighbor. Once we have this, you will feel not only this 800 billion people and that God are connected with you. You will realize each of your words, thoughts, and actions are helping you to experience this divine in everyday life. Through OMG Catholic, we will learn how each day we can experience this magnificent God who is all love, who is all peace, and who is all harmony, in spite of a chaotic life, a chaotic world you and I have to live. If you like this program, please like it, subscribe to it, share with your family and friends, and promote peace, love, and harmony in this world. Thank you for being part of this show.
Let us learn together. Let us live together in peace and love. Let there be peace and harmony in our hearts. Let there be peace and harmony in our families. Let there be peace and harmony in our countries. Let there be peace and harmony in this whole universe.